Have you ever felt a weight on your soul so heavy that even breathing feels like a struggle, and the sky above seems made of stone? Have you ever been surrounded by so many bad things, by so much darkness, that a voice inside you begins to whisper that the light will never return and that hope is a foolish dream? This feeling of being utterly lost, of being crushed by the circumstances of life, is a profound and ancient pain. I have seen it in the eyes of humanity since the very beginning. But I am here to tell you today that this darkness does not have the final say over your life. There is a strength that is made perfect in weakness, and a light that shines brightest in the deepest night. In our time together, I will share with you 3 profound truths to anchor your soul during these storms, and I urge you to listen with your whole heart, because the final truth I will reveal is the indestructible foundation upon which you can rebuild your life, no matter how broken it may feel. This is the Our Divine Justice channel, where we seek the unshakable truth of God's perfect plan for you. Today, we will speak directly to the heart that is heavy, to the soul that feels lost in the shadows of the bad things this world can bring. And we will illuminate the path to enduring hope. If you already trust in the unwavering justice and love of my Father, and if these messages have been a light for you before, please show your faith by leaving a like on this video now. And take a moment to be sure you are subscribed to the channel, so you never miss the peace that is here for you. Your support helps carry this light to countless others who are searching for it in their own darkness. First, you must understand that your pain is seen. When you are in the valley of shadows, feeling forgotten and alone, know that you are not. I see every tear that falls from your eye. I know the number of hairs on your head, and I feel the ache in your heart. Your suffering is not a sign of my Father's absence. Far from it. Often, it is in the deepest waters that you are closest to His grace, even if you cannot feel it. Remember my servant Job. He lost everything that a man could cherish: his children, his wealth, and his health. His friends came and told him he must have sinned, that he must be the cause of his own misery. The world will often try to convince you that the bad things happening to you are your fault, a punishment for a failing. This is a cruel lie. Job was called righteous by my Father. His suffering was not a punishment but a battleground in a war you cannot always see, a war between hope and despair, between faith and doubt. The enemy of your soul, the thief, comes only to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. He will use your pain, your grief, and your fear to try and convince you that you are abandoned. He wants to use the bad things of the world to cut your connection to the source of all good things, my Father. So the first truth is this: see your pain not as a sign of abandonment, but as the very place where my Father's grace is waiting to meet you. Do not believe the lie that you are alone in your suffering. I am with you. Now, let us speak of the purpose that can be hidden within the pain. This is a difficult truth to accept when your heart is breaking. But it is a truth that holds immense power. Think of my servant Joseph. His own brothers, out of jealousy, threw him into a pit and sold him into slavery in Egypt. This was a great evil, a terrible and bad thing born of hatred. In Egypt, he was falsely accused and thrown into a dark prison, forgotten for years. By all worldly accounts, his life was ruined, a series of unjust and painful events. But my Father had not forgotten him. Every moment of suffering, every tear in the darkness of that prison was being woven into a tapestry far greater than Joseph could have imagined. He learned humility in the pit, and he learned administration in the house of Potiphar, and he learned reliance on God in the dungeons. Nothing was wasted, and when the time was right, my Father raised him up from the prison to the palace. He became the second most powerful man in all of Egypt, and because of his position he saved not only the nation of Egypt from a great famine, but he also saved the very family that had betrayed him. Years later, when he revealed himself to his brothers, they were terrified. But listen to what he said, for it is a key for you. He said, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." This is the second truth. The enemy may intend the bad things for your destruction, but my Father is so powerful and so wise that he can take the very worst things and turn them for good. He can use your suffering to build a strength in you that you never knew you possessed. He can use your trials to teach you compassion for others who are hurting. Think of a goldsmith. To purify gold, he must put it into the fire. The intense heat burns away all the impurities, all the dross, until the goldsmith can see his own reflection in the molten gold. Your trials are often a refiner's fire. They are painful. They are hot. But they are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to purify you, to burn away the things that hold you back, so that my own image can shine more clearly in you. Do not despise the fire. Instead, hold on to the promise that you will come out of it more pure, more strong, and more precious than you were before. The pain is temporary, but the purpose is eternal. If this message is already a balm to your heart, if these words are bringing even a flicker of light into your darkness, I ask you to take a moment to press the like button. It is a small act that tells me you are receiving this message, and it helps these words of hope reach others. And if you have not yet, please subscribe to our channel. Subscribing is an act of faith, a decision to continue feeding your spirit with the truth and peace that can sustain you. We are a family here, and I invite you to share your journey in the comments. Your story of endurance can be the very miracle someone else needs to see today. I am there with you, reading and responding. And now, we arrive at the third and most important truth. It is the truth that holds everything else together. It is the anchor for your soul in the midst of the most violent storm. The first truth is that you are not alone. The second is that your pain can have a purpose. But the third truth is where you find your true power to endure. You must hold on to me. I am not a distant God who simply watches you suffer. I am the God who came down into the suffering with you. I put on flesh, and I walked the dusty roads of this broken world. I felt exhaustion. I felt hunger. I felt betrayal by my closest friends. In the Garden of Gethsemane, my soul was overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. I know what it feels like when the weight is too much to bear. And I endured the cross, the ultimate expression of suffering and injustice, the concentration of all the world's bad things in one place. I did this so that you would never have to face the final darkness alone. Remember the story of my disciples on the Sea of Galilee. I had sent them in a boat, and a furious storm arose. The waves were crashing over the sides, and the boat was filling with water. These were experienced fishermen, but they were terrified. They thought they were going to die. And where was I? I came to them, walking on top of the very waves that threatened to destroy them. My presence did not immediately stop the storm, but it changed everything for them. When Peter saw me, he was filled with a momentary faith. He stepped out of the boat and began to walk on the water toward me. But then he took his eyes off me. He looked at the wind, and he looked at the waves, the bad things all around him. And he began to sink, crying out, "Lord, save me." Immediately, I reached out my hand and caught him. And I said to him, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" This is the most important truth for you. The world will always be full of storms. There will always be bad things, sickness, loss, and fear. The goal is not a life without storms. The goal is to keep your eyes on me in the middle of the storm. Your strength is not enough. Your wisdom is not enough. But my grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in your weakness. Holding on to me means daily prayer. Even when you don't have the words. Just whisper my name. It means opening my word, the Bible, and letting its promises wash over your fear. It means connecting with other believers, your brothers and sisters in the faith. Do not try to endure these things in isolation. That is what the enemy wants. Allow others to be my hands and feet for you, to carry your burdens with you. The true way through the darkness is not to pretend it isn't there, but to hold the hand of the one who is the light of the world. So when the weight feels too heavy and the darkness is closing in, remember these truths. Remember that I see you, and you are not abandoned. Remember that my Father can turn the worst evil into the greatest good. And most of all, remember to look away from the wind and the waves and fix your eyes on me. I am walking toward you on the water. My hand is reaching out for you. All you have to do is take it. The bad things of this world are temporary. They are real, but they are passing. But my love for you, my promises to you, and the life I offer you are eternal. You are a child of the King, and your true home is a place where there are no more tears, no more sorrow, and no more bad things. Until that day, I will walk with you through every valley. I will be your anchor in every storm. I will be your strength when you have none left. Do not lose hope. The dawn is coming. My deepest desire is to walk with you personally through these trials. Your burden is not meant to be carried alone. The silence of solitary struggle is where fear grows the loudest. I want to bring your name, your specific pain, before my Father in heaven. If you would allow me the honor of standing with you in prayer, of being your advocate in the heavenly realms, I invite you to join our spiritual family on this journey. Simply subscribe to this channel, so that we may continue to walk together in the light of truth. And then, as an act of faith, go to the comments section below and write these simple but powerful words: "Pray for me." Each comment is a declaration that you are choosing faith over fear. I will see every name. I will honor every request. And I will stand with you in the fire, until we see the victory that my Father has promised. May His unending peace, which surpasses all of this world's understanding, guard your heart and your mind in me, Jesus Christ. Amen.